Hello, coming at you from quote.com, we are going to talk about SUVs versus minivans, specifically from a family perspective today. We're going to talk about why people choose minivans, why people choose SUVs, specifically with the family perspective. But also, we're going to talk about getting insurance quotes, because a new vehicle might have you thinking about new insurance options or making sure that you have the best rate that you possibly can. So at quote.com, you can get a variety of insurance quotes, but specifically, let's talk about the auto insurance. I'm going to walk you through how easy it can be in a little bit. As I've said, we're taking the family approach to this. So my first thought is safety. And I love going to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. It's a .gov because it's an administration of the federal government. And so you can get pretty straightforward answers. They run rigorous crash testing and they rate safety technology on different vehicles. So if you go to their homepage and you go to their ratings page, scroll down, and they have a nice comparison tool for which vehicle offers which safety edge. So for example, let me show you what would come up. I did a search for a Honda Pilot, and you can walk through this yourself. They have all the different safety technology items and options that you would want, and I want you to notice this is all standard on this vehicle, this Honda Pilot. They also will give you information on recalls and safety problems. They have overall, they give the Honda Pilot a 5-star safety rating. Now, for comparison's sake, let's head over to the Sienna. Now, I also want to show you, so this is your search bar for specific vehicles. I'm putting in the Toyota Sienna, and I also want to show you, it's a little bit confusing to navigate because you have a lot of options. It also gets a 5-star safety rating. And then once again, you can scroll through and look at all the different features here. And now I want to take you to the comparison tool because it's really handy. You can compare apples to apples. So I'm comparing the Honda Pilot to the Chevy Suburban to the Kia Telluride because all three of those SUVs have a third row seat, which make them comparable to the minivan in seating capacity. So the Honda Pilot gets really great crash test results. Okay, that's what the stars are standing for. So does the Kia Telluride, which Kia in the past has struggled with safety ratings. So this is great to see. Now, I will also point out this is a good time to look at the safety issues. There are 3 recalls on the Telluride, and there are 82 complaints on the Telluride. The top safety pick and top safety pick plus, each category has those rankings. It does not mean that they're comparing apples to apples. So their small car that gets a top safety plus pick is not equally as safe as the minivan that gets a top safety pick. They're just comparing categories within the categories. So a small car, compact car is going to be significantly less safe than a large scale SUV. So as we think of that in mind, I just want to give you an idea of the total picture that we're looking at for the large SUVs. And you'll notice the Honda Odyssey and the Toyota Sienna are both ranking high and get the top safety pick. However, they do individually rank these vehicles as well. So I want to show that too. So just because the Honda Pilot didn't show up on their top safety pick plus award, and you can scroll through their crash results and look at all the pictures and the passenger and all of that. They have quite a robust system that they test. Now, the Toyota Sienna is obviously a top safety pick. We saw that already. Now, all this to say, safety-wise, they're pretty comparable. They get top safety ratings depending on your manufacturer. Let me just go back to the comparison from the NHTSA, because I don't think we compared the minivans. I just showed you the Suburban, Pilot, Telluride. So let's go back. I did compare the Toyota Sienna, Honda Odyssey, and Chrysler Pacifica as top selling brands, and they also get top 5-star safety ratings in many of the categories. So all that to say that when we're comparing safety, there's not a clear winner here. Now, when you are looking in the new market, you need to think about how you're going to insure that vehicle. And I just want to quick run you through the how to use our comparison tool. So if you click on the compare rates, this is our quote.com, go to auto insurance tab and compare rates. Then they ask for your zip code. So let's go 55161. We'll get some St. Paul quotes here. Now, their next question is what vehicle year? And let's go with the 2025 because we're talking new vehicles. We're talking about comparing minivans to SUVs. Let's try the Chevy and let's try the Suburban. Now, next they get into more personalized questions. Do you own your vehicle? Do you finance your vehicle? Do you lease your vehicle? And why they're asking this is because each of those categories will shift you to a different insurance quote. So these providers are going to gain this information. If you are shopping around for insurance, you're going to be answering these questions anyway. What quote.com offers is a tool where you answer these questions once and then get multiple quotes delivered to you so that you don't have to redo this process over and over again to get accurate quotes. So you will want to go through this. You will see at the top we are 17% through, so you don't know, it's not just this endless clicking that you don't know where you're at. It gives you a nice indicator of how far you're making it in your progress. Okay, so let's get back to the safety. We talked about safety, not a clear winner. Let's talk about cost and price point. Okay, so the Honda Pilot, here's directly from the Honda website. Of course, things are going to vary by dealership, but your basic Pilot is going to start at $40,000 starting. So they're offering to build a package, meaning everything is going to go up from there, starting with the $40,000 Sport all the way to the Black Edition, $54,000. So that gives you a ballpark. It's always going to be more than the minimum, but at least gives you a ballpark of what you're looking at for a Honda Pilot. Now the Honda Odyssey is another great selling vehicle. Once again, the minivan market is really dominated by Odysseys and Siennas. The Kia Carnival is making a good advance into the market. The Chrysler Pacifica is still around and well liked by the drivers. So we see that the Odyssey is basically the same ballpark as the Pilot. So price is not a clear winner either way on that, on the Honda front. Now let's try the Toyota Sienna. $37,000, yes, a few thousand cheaper starting rate, but once again, it's still in that same ballpark. We don't have a clear, much cheaper option here. The Suburban, so we've got some equitable pricing on minivans and SUVs, but the Suburban starts out of the gate at $59,000 and it's only going to go up from there. So in that respect, Suburbans are not comparable. Clearly minivans have the more economical edge to this situation if we're comparing to Suburbans. Now I do want to point out though, so if you go to the specs for the Suburban and you scroll down, this is why we have that price point. This is why there is a cult following for Suburbans. So that's 7,500 pounds GVW, that's gross vehicle weight. That is significant when you compare it to the Kia Telluride, which is comparable to the Suburban it's the Kia's large SUV. So let me scroll down to their towing capacity. Towing capacity up to 5,500 pounds. So that's going to be the difference between one camper and another camper, or being able to also throw in your four-wheeler in your camper if you're towing. So that's significant. There's a reason why Suburbans have a huge following. On the other side of this equation, the Kia Carnival, to just put things into perspective back into the minivan category. So the Kia Carnival, just to put it into perspective, is I think around a 3,500 pound GVW GVW, gross vehicle weight limit. So that is a significant difference when we're talking the SUV versus the minivan route. You will not be pulling a big camper with a minivan. And which is really a shame because Dodge, the Caravans, had the highest tow capacity in the minivan, and they are now no longer in production. So they're not in our discussion today. Now, Quora offers some great just gossip about what people's opinions are. And so one of the opinions that I found helpful was somebody who had an SUV and a minivan and what their bottom line was. They said that minivans handle like large cars, SUVs are ponderous beasts. So handling, it's not as fun to drive. That's totally a viewpoint because some people would argue that SUVs are more powerful, so they're more fun to drive, and they sit higher on the road, so you feel more powerful when you're driving. SUVs of equal size to minivans tend to get worse gas mileage and have less interior space. That is absolutely true. SUVs are more difficult for passengers to enter and exit. This is a big one, especially with kids, because when you're thinking about large SUVs, those doors swinging open are wide. And so if you've got a kid that doesn't have a lot of control over the weight of the door, when it's swinging open, you have more of a chance of dinging the vehicles next to you versus the handy button press minivan. Once you get those power doors and you get used to that, it's pretty hard to give that up. Now, one more thing, SUVs don't have rear seats that easily fold down under the rear floor. I also thought this was interesting. So resale value on SUVs. SUVs tend to hold their resale value. And it was interesting because I wanted to show you Carvana. I'm not trying to promote Carvana. I'm just giving you a picture into why this market is so tough with SUVs versus minivans. When you look for a Suburban on Carvana, we've got one current option, and you can pre-order another future hopeful option. That's all you got. However, when you try a Toyota Sienna, you can scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll pages. So that just gives you an idea of how tight that market is for those SUVs. So if you are interested in the SUV side of things, know that you're going to be able to sell that vehicle years later, thousands of miles later, and it holds its value versus clearly the minivan resale is constantly turning, and so you will probably get a better deal if you're looking at a new minivan, but know that it will also depreciate pretty quickly. The bottom line is, practically speaking, the minivans make sense with just the options of sliding doors, button features. They're made for families. SUVs, however, can do more work. They can tow more. Check out quote.com. Make sure, even if you're not going to buy a new vehicle, make sure that you're getting the best vehicle coverage that fits what you need, and also make sure you're getting the best price. So use our simple auto insurance comparison tool, browse our topics. We have a lot of articles that you can read and update yourself on, and make sure to check back on this channel for more videos and give us a like. Thank you.